Welcome back to No Remorse Wednesday, guys. I hope everybody out there is having a good week. We have not had the greatest week so far, but we're turning that around tonight with a great guest. So we're gonna get started into that as soon as possible. We don't have a ton of news this week. Clutch coming should pip probably before the weekend. I'm hoping.
Yeah, we're
We
on
were
day 53.
yeah
Yeah,
53 and
53. Yeah.
God, almost everything pips here before 55, if not 55. So sometime in the next day or two, right? But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a weird season, though. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
yeah,
Weird season for us, anyway.
absolutely. We got some results back, which is awesome. We got really good results, actually. We had some issues with some of our lace, and I think everybody's out there is pretty aware of that. We've talked about it multiple times. We've had animals we got back in 2019. We bought actually a lot of lace animals early on and found out that, some of these actually aren't testing as lace. But the more we test, the more we're finding that it seems like just the one animal now was not lace. And thankfully that didn't
So
go
all
to
of the
a lot of
animals,
the
yeah.
yeah, a lot of the collection. It went to some very select pairings, so we know exactly which animals those are, and the other ones just came back tested as positive on the lace test. So those other ones that are producing clutches for us are good, and we can go forward in those projects. That's a
Still a bummer, though.
huge.
Yeah.
Those were
Yeah,
cool
well,
pairings. Yeah, and those specific animals would have been really nice and lace, but at least, like you said, we didn't go to 4 different females with them. So
Yeah.
right, exactly. It wasn't spread through the whole works, and it wasn't multiple animals that weren't testing either. Like every other animal is
yeah,
testing fine. It was just the one. So
yeah,
thankfully, I mean, we've kind of dodged that bullet a little bit to some degree, so that stuff's going to start churning. But that clutch that's about to pip was a Who's Your Daddy from that male that did not test lace, and it went to another lace animal. So we were really hoping for white lace on that pairing. Even if he does take that clutch, no chance at white lace.
right.
Whatever he's carrying looks just like lace, but we'll see what that interaction is. So that might be interesting in its own way, right? So something that looks lace but isn't paired with a lace, we'll see what we get out of that. So either way, it's going to be an interesting one.
Right.
Speaking of the shed results, we are going to pop something Jason kind of brought up, and it was some news from Charlie recently. New pricing scale, being he's the main sponsor or the first sponsor of the show, we definitely want to touch on that. Hopefully this works out correct. I'm going to add this in and see if we can see it. Let's grab that from Jay. Actually, let's just do it this way. This might just work fine. Yeah,
There
that's
you go.
perfect.
So I don't know. I think most people probably in the chat here have either seen the show or have heard the news. If you haven't, go over and watch. Really smart guy and a doctor, Fat Man Nation. Great show it's on. I believe it's either the 31st. You guys know, end of the month or beginning of the month.
I think
It's
it's at the
beginning, I
beginning
believe.
of the month every month because
We
Yeah,
just watched it over the weekend, so
yeah, I believe it's the first. Yeah, so lots of news came out of that last show. I mean, a ton. So completely, if you look through the kind of bulleted points, so Charlie's estimating a 5-day turnaround time, which is awesome. Obviously, there may be some times when you don't get that, but that's what they're shooting for is the 5-day turnaround time. Full panel, $125. Recessive panel, so everything they've got in recessive, $95. They've got an all new point and click ordering system, which is way better. Um, it's supposed to be click test design, not sing. But anyway, point and click test design. Bulk test form. So they've got the test form. You can, if you're doing a whole bunch of different snakes, you can fill that up and upload it instead of even sitting and clicking. So even more efficiency there. And then the big takeaway I had from this was the price. So originally a single test was $40. That came down for your first test on a single animal to $35. So there's a $5 discount right off the bat. Then your second test is only $10 more. If you on your third test all the way up to 10 tests, it's $5 per test for every additional test. So I mean, by the time you're said and done, it's like $12 a test at, if you're doing the full deal, $12 a time. I mean, I don't know how you can beat that. And then the other news, and you have to go back and watch. I didn't put it in here, but one of the things Charlie talked about is future future pricing is really dependent on volume. So it's in our benefit to get in there and do your tests. Because if he sees the volume get up there, that enables him to get more of the automation in place and bring test values down. And, a huge shout out to Charlie, because he's over there busting his butt to try to make all this stuff available and affordable for all of us. He doesn't have to knock these prices down like this. I mean, this is below anywhere else you're going to pay for it. So I think that's really awesome. He's definitely in it for this community. And I just thought this news was great. So I wanted to make sure everybody kind of got the full view of it here.
Yeah, absolutely. And a great way to kind of visualize that too, as you talk through it, even as he explains it in the show, it's not as easy to kind of put those numbers in your mind and how they break down. Now, as those reduce though, guys, keep in mind that is for a single animal. So if you have multiple animals and you're doing 6 tests, that is going to start at that $35, just a heads up.
Yep.
So,
yep.
And I think that basically comes from the pulling the enzymes from the original shed to begin with. That process of it is what's going to delineate how easy those consecutive tests are. So, fantastic news, though, and a great way to show that. Thank you for putting that together, Jay. That's, I'm sure, something Charlie's going to look back and go, damn, nice. Appreciate that. So, but that's really all we got for news, guys. There isn't a ton more coming up in the very near future for us. So, other than our standard show and hitting that stuff, we got to say hi to the people out there. We got a nice crowd out there tonight, man. We got a lot of people sitting in their seats for Jay. So, Mr. Morphs, good to see you, John. Chance, hope everybody's doing well down there. We got Shauna. That's the wheels on the Fat Man bus, keeping it on the road. Chris tries to derail that bus all the time. I'm sure she's keeping it on the road for sure. Got Ken. Good to see you, sir. RWO. I think it's Broadcast Network. I don't know. They've grouped up. Obviously, they got multiple shows under that umbrella. So go check those guys out. Ken, thank you for coming. Brave Adventures. Good to see you, sir.
Had a good smoothie.
Had a good smoothie.
Nice.
He's always
That's awesome.
Always going to let us know. Yep. Brave's good to let you know on the smoothie news. Rippin' Reptiles, one of the sponsors right there. Love this couple down there. And I believe still in North Carolina. They did move, and I think they stayed in North Carolina, but I think they're finally getting settled in over there. So congrats to them. Chris, good to see you, sir. And yeah, I said it. Shauna's keeping your bus on the road. You can't deny it anymore. But good to see you out there, Chris. Appreciate it. Paul, Large Marge, good to see you, sir. Everybody's out here to support the Deeds Not Words campaign that is still rolling, we find out. So we're going to pick up on that. Jason Opelt, good to see you, old family friend. Swings in every week. He's here every week. I don't think he's missed one. I could be wrong, but...
No, he's been late a couple
so either.
times.
Yeah, that's all right. We forgive
He's
him.
keeping tabs on you, man.
Right. Rich, good to see you. HJS. Rich, and is it Sarah? I think it's Sarah.
I think it's
believe.
Sarah, yeah.
But appreciate those guys swinging in. Mom, we always got Mom and Dad in the audience. Good to see Mom out there. They just come to take the abuse every week to see their kids fumble and stumble over words. But
I gave her a bunch of crap last week, remember, on the trivia, and then it turned out she was right. So
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you get for giving Mom crap.
Yep, we don't do that. Duval, good to see you, sir. Go check out Big Homie broadcast. And I think it's Mike and Sean over there doing that weekly. So good show. Sammy Vargas got the Bull Python's original design shirt on. Appreciate him. I don't know if there's more shirts out in the world for a single entity than Bull Pythons, but we have a lot of Sammy shirts, man. He's way too generous with that stuff. But
is that the true color of that shirt you got on?
It's not. I tried to adjust it.
Oh,
It's a
this
little
camera just
off, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely was getting chewed up by the pink. So, Blue Zombie, good to see you, sir. Appreciate you coming in. Brother Vance from the RWO network over there. Catch his show Saturdays, Thunderdome. Chris, 319. Another 15 minutes of lame contestant from last year. Appreciate Chris. Super good guy. Kike, hope all is well down there, sir. See you bopping into more of the chats again. You took a little hiatus for a bit, but it looks like you're back and ramming through all the chats and showing the support. The Sultan of support, holding this title high. So appreciate Kike out there. Kat, good to see you. She's got a great show on Untamed and Unhinged over there. So check that show out. She does a great job interviewing those people. And it's not always about arachnids. But, yeah, she
They are
does a
cool.
great job.
I give them crap, too. Well, it's because Bannon was on here. I don't usually give her crap, but Bannon was here, so I had to group them together.
Right? Limey, good to see you, sir. Appreciate you swinging in. Figured you'd want to catch Jay out here. Give Jay a chance to give you a couple shots from the guest seat here in a moment, too. Patrick, Mako Morphs, good to see you, sir. Appreciate you out there. Every week, Patrick's in. Just joined our Discord, too. It was nice to see him hop in there. Tim, that's the other half of the...
get into the Discord more often.
Yeah, it's just not been a good week to catch up on that stuff. We will catch up this weekend, for sure. Tim, good to see you out there. More of the folks duo sitting in their seats watching this train wreck.
There's
Nathan.
Nathan.
That's more family. That's Jamie's son, all the way down in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Taking a break from yoga and watching some snake video.
He's a cool kid.
Yeah, he is. He's a good guy. Appreciate him for coming in. Dan,
Hey.
nice shirts. And same to you, sir. Look at that jersey-style shirt.
Thank you, Dan. Love this thing, man. Ever since I saw John with that, I'm like, I gotta have that shirt.
Yep.
It's just
I was staying quiet. I wanted to have the only one, but
right.
Dan's like, I'm sending one up to Jason. Got Jeremy. Good to see you, Mr. Warfel. Good to see you out there as well. Try to swing into your show as much as I can. Sometimes I comment. Sometimes I'm watching on the big screen eating chips, so I apologize.
More times than not on the big screen eating chips.
Yes, absolutely. Mark out there in the Pacific Northwest, Rat Bastard Royals, another one of the sponsors down there in the bottom right corner, and a hell of a nice guy. Just had a couple of really nice starter clutches, too, so congrats on those, Mark. Got Blake, Python Prince, another contestant in this year's 15 Minutes of Lame, so look out for that bar-slinging pirate. He'll pull all kinds of fast ones if you don't watch him. Yes, that was a test, Craig. Craig from Bash Coders caught your spelling error there, Jay.
Yes.
So he figured you were trying to slide one by him. And no,
I can't get it by Craig. I know better than that.
Right. Silent Assassin, James Perry. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you swinging out tonight. Always a good support, too. Oh, look at this. On the Mommy and Me geckos. Or is it a combo? It's probably Mike. But he's just putting them together so he gets the wife and daughter out there, too. But check those guys out. They've got some amazing animals over there. So appreciate you, Mike. Jeff, good to see you in here, sir. Jeff is very active in the Discord. If you have any question what's in Jeff's collection, you're obviously not on our Discord because he is constantly... And such good photos, too. I mean, he takes great photos of those animals. So, appreciate you, Jeff. Thanks for swinging in, man. Got to be getting right down there, don't we? Well, we got quite a few people.
There's a lot of people in here.
Concrete hearts. Here we go. Yeah, concrete hands don't make the heart so good. But appreciate you, Mitzi. She is everywhere as well. One of the biggest supporters out there.
I think we're about to the end here.
I see one more out there. I'm just going to call
out.
I
see one more. Is
Do
this
it.
who you saw?
No, but that's one to mention because Tyson over at RT joined up in the affiliates group, guys. So brand new affiliate. We have you in the reel right before we bring Jay out. So appreciate you, Tyson. Anything you want from Tyson over there, give him a shout. Steph. Audacious. Appreciate you swinging out. Another RWO crew there. And I'm going to just say it. Blakers.
Yes.
I see Blakers out there.
Oh, Blakers. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's here every week, so I got to make sure I say, hey,
there you go.
Blakers, good to see you, sir. Yes, take his advice, please. Hit that like button. It helps us so much. It really does. I mean, does it really? Would we know? I don't know the analytics and shit behind that, but maybe it doesn't help at all. Maybe that's bad advice.
I feel a lot better when I see lots of likes.
I do too. It makes my heart happy.
Right.
So hit the like button, everybody.
Just do it, guys. All right, enough of our blabbering. Thank you guys for coming in every week. You could be somewhere else, but you chose to sit here. Not for us, I'm sure. You're here to see Jay, so enough of us rambling on. Going to run our commercials real quick, and we'll bring him right out. Dig into what he can tell us about what he's got going on over there. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. If I
Do
can
it.
find the commercial
Do it.
button, we'll go right there. There it is.
Hey folks, here at The Forge we prioritize promoting people from the community, especially where we see opportunity to share some valuable insights or products with our followers. That is why we are thrilled to have BNS Reptilia as a sponsor. Chris is a fantastic example of bringing value to the community, with years of experience keeping a variety of animals from ball pythons and blood pythons to boas or colubrids and more. Chris brings a wide breadth of knowledge and a collection of beautiful animals. Chris also carries Coco2go and The Chipper, two of the highest quality reptile bedding products on the market. If you want to learn more about any of these species, are looking to add to your collection, or in need of some top-notch substrate, please don't hesitate to reach out to Chris at BNS Reptilia. Chris is also a member of a growing community of breeders who accept Forge Coin, so don't forget to show them your Forge Coin.
We are back. Appreciate all of those people on the affiliates list. Appreciate Chris at BNS and shedtesting.com, of course, with Charlie. So thank you guys for stepping up and deciding, hey, I'm going to support this train wreck no matter which way it goes. So can't say enough good. Jamie, you're going to filter for the trivia question at the end. Got a hot seat coming up also. Star those questions, guys. Q&A after the hot seat. So if you have questions directly for Jay throughout this, we'll try to catch them as they come out, but we're going to definitely mark those and bring them up after the hot seat. So you'll have your opportunity to get those answered. So make that active. Let's see how many we can get in there and put Jay on the spot twice in a row. All right. Jamie, see you in a little bit. Get Jay out here, yeah? All right. Let's do it. Jay.
What's up, guys?
How you doing today, sir? Appreciate your patience back there.
Nope, it's all good, man. The show must go on.
The show must go on. And I love that you coordinated your backdrop with our show backdrop. Like, what?
It's awesome.
We're in the Forge.
That's unreal and uncanny how you act. I mean, I'm looking above you and below you, and it's like right in line with everything. That is beautiful.
Yep.
Fantastic, man. But enough about that. We obviously know you're tech savvy. You helped Sammy through a lot of his Instagram stuff and through his 15 Minutes of Lame campaign. You shot him over video and helped him edit a lot of that stuff. So you're a helping hand in the community, not always the most vocal person, right? So
No, I stay behind the scenes mostly.
Right. We'd like to change that tonight. We'd like to say very little and have you say a ton. So right out of the gate, tell everybody that isn't familiar with you that it'd be probably only my folks and Jason Hopelt, because the rest of them are all here to see you. So give them a little background if you would.
Yeah, I'm Jay from Green Line Morphs. Also one of the people behind Operation Deeds Not Words. I was a 15 minutes lame contestant last year. I took somewhat part in the year before that with Paul from Large Marge Morph. And yeah, I've been around for a little while, just behind the scenes.
Yeah, kind of doing your thing back there. Active, just didn't want to be front and center for the most part,
Yeah,
right?
I've had spotlights. It's not for me. I like to lurk in the shadows and just get done what I got to get done.
Right?
Yeah.
Wizard
You
of Oz
said you're-
behind the curtain.
Right. You said you're ex-military too, yes?
Yep. I served
Yep.
15 years.
There you go. So, I mean, that has something to do with that. That tends to be kind of a common thread
That's
around the ex-military.
where I was forged into what I am.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
a huge part of why I am who I am now.
Yep. Less saying and more doing kind of deal. It's just,
That's
just how.
what deeds not words is. Talk
Yep.
about it. You just don't talk about it. Just be about it.
Exactly. Which
We want
which
to
I
dig
love.
into that a little too.
Yeah, I
Go
was
ahead,
going to
Jeff.
just start right
So
into there because
That's
I
actually the motto of a unit that I worked with.
oh, okay.
Okay.
That was going to be my first question. Were you part of naming that and getting that going that direction? Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about that and how it started.
So Chris does, for the last couple of years, he does a section of the year. I think it's like a quarterly thing for veterans. Sometimes he does breast cancer. He does other things, but specifically for the veterans, I just jumped on board with them, and it really just started as a chat. What's the idea? Knowing who I am, I already have an idea. I already have the visuals, the whole concept, and I just threw it out. And things got tweaked and changed, and it just morphed into what it is now, and it's going to continue to grow.
It's
Nice,
awesome.
nice. So
It's not.
This
It's
is
not
an-
over. It's an ongoing thing right now. Chris is in 15 minutes of lane mode, but I'm still working behind the scenes with things for next year.
okay,
Sure.
gotcha.
So is that just
tell
going to
me-
go year round kind of deal? I mean, you just keep working on it nonstop
If
for the most
it
part?
keeps getting bigger, why
Yeah.
knock it down?
That's great.
I was going to say, so tell me how that actually, can you walk me through like the stages of how that works? Because I know you have the campaign going and that runs through July, but you've also got to do all of the getting the funds where it belongs, getting these guys registered. I mean, there's a lot of background to that. So what
Yeah.
stage are we at now? Where are we sitting with it?
So we still have to go there and present the check. We're doing that in 2 weeks. And then after that, I'm kind of assembling a team of people, veterans and civilians, to be as part of like a promotion team, to make this thing bigger, get more reach. We have a bigger goal coming into next year, which I think is pretty easy considering what we did this year. We did 7,500. I believe Walmart locally, they did like $500 or something.
Oh, wow,
Okay.
really?
So
Man. Ooh, they can
our
do
check's
better than
bigger.
that. Right. That's disappointing. Walmart.
We did more than $1 billion corporation.
Yeah,
Right.
That's crazy.
But it all goes to Camp Freedom, which I fully support their operation. They're about 30 minutes north of me. They take vets and law enforcement out of clinical settings and put them outside. They do turkey hunts. They do ice fishing. They got a lot of different. They have so much stuff up there. I couldn't even tell you everything because there's things I don't even know that go on up there.
Yeah.
They do huge like banquets and like fundraising activities. Like I think the year that I went up there, they had 2 custom airbrushed Jeep Wranglers that were like jacked up, huge super swampers on them, and those got donated out.
Oh,
I think
wow.
people bought tickets and stuff, and somebody won one of them. The vehicles were just awesome looking. Like, got to be
Yeah.
close to $1 million worth of work.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. You get something that custom. So, okay, Camp Freedom is where it's based. Is this just a huge tract of land that they've acquired,
They
or
got
is it farmed out to?
6,500 acres.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's all their property. It's not like, hey, we're going to send you to X trout farm, or hey, we're going to send you to Bob's, turkey
They're
shoot.
constantly developing that land. Like
Okay.
it's ongoing. The place
Gotcha.
is huge. Like when I went there, I went on a little tour. We jumped into a vehicle and we drove. As some of it because of construction, you can't go any further. But they're constantly expanding that place.
Beautiful. All in
I
Pennsylvania.
know, like right in the immediate beginning when you first drive in, there's like a bunch of buildings and stuff, and I spent most of my time there. There's a couple shooting ranges, zeroing ranges, but it's huge. The place is massive. I don't know what I would do with 6,500 acres, or probably something like that.
Right. Yeah. So who is that group that started all that there?
They're all veterans.
Are they?
Matt, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's like the head guy. That's the guy that I met the day that I went up there. And I went up there with my company. My boss took me up there because he wanted to get involved with veterans and stuff. That's the main reason I got hired to this company, is because of my background. And most of everything I've been involved in since the military, it's because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Linked
That's
to it
great
in
to
some
have something
way.
like that. Yeah. The only thing we got here is the VFW, man, which is okay. Like,
I've never even been to a VFW.
haven't you? Well, if you lived here, you would be, because that's your option.
And I don't even go to the VA very often either.
Yeah, no, I haven't done that, but VFW.
Like,
I've
Right.
done.
I'm just kind of, I just do my own thing and
Yeah.
never really need any of those places.
Yeah.
So, can you speak to how they get their selection process for the people that, on the receiving end? Who's chosen to come do this, or do people
I don't
apply,
know.
or how?
I don't know that deep into their operation.
Okay.
I just know that they're an organization that actually helps veterans, like not all these other companies where they're shaving the money and this and that. Like that was the main thing that I brought. I said that it absolutely has to be whoever we're supporting has to help veterans. Like I'm not going to throw other names out there, but other names were thrown out there. And I was like, yeah, I'm not. I see too many stories about some shady stuff going on, and I don't trust it. Like it has to go to veterans.
Yeah, absolutely. What branch
Yeah.
were you in, Jay? That's a question from the audience. In the Army. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I did 10 years in the Army, and then I did 5 years military contractor, which
Okay.
I basically did the same thing. The rules were different.
Yeah.
Right.
Better money,
More on-
probably too.
Yeah, it's all tax free over there.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I know that. Deal.
And you do hear about a lot of that too, guys that shift off, and not completely into the private sector, but in a different country where your cash is all yours to keep. They've got all their stipend, their housing's covered, their food, everything's covered, and your income is yours.
It's really not
a
a bank. It's not a bad deal. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to live that life, I mean, and you don't have to live like how there's admin jobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was infantry. I was kicking indoors and doing the stuff.
Yeah.
If that's for you, yeah, it's a great moneymaker right there. It's
Yeah.
just it's a pretty hairy gamble.
It is.
Right. Very. Worse odds than I'd care to take on, I'm saying. So.
I had somewhat of an advantage, though. I come from a military family. My dad was in the military. My uncle, he was a SEAL. My grandfather, they were all military. Like, I kind of knew what I was getting involved in when I got involved.
Yeah, that's helpful for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So we know about your involvement in the snake community side of this through Chris over at the Fat Man Nation with all the Deeds to Words shirts, the little campaign going on that direction. So what are ways, if people are interested in still just actively donating to this, is there somewhere they can reach out to?
So,
is there a constant collection?
Right now, the donations, the campaign is over. We need a break in between for the next campaign. So the next campaign will start around the same time as it did last year. I think February, end of February maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But then we'll open up because it's going to be a new concept, a new design. It's not going to be the same logo. Things are going to change a little bit. But we're still going through what those exact things are going to be.
Okay.
There's concepts already laid out. I gave Chris an idea for what the overall concept would be for this campaign. Not going to tell anybody yet. It's all part of operation security.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So time frame on that then, if people are looking for the same thing to roll around next year, because I'm not sure we were on the very front end of that. I think we were pretty close to when it started, but what are the dates look like for that?
The dates aren't even nailed down yet. It all depends on when Chris is ready to start, because he's got 15 minutes of lame going on. There's like a brief, maybe 3 weeks in between where Deeds Not Words would start up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
So that's actively under like his scheduling and how he's going to set it up and get it
got
going.
from December 25th when the new winner is announced, and then pretty much January, and then we'll launch it.
Okay. Sounds good, man. I know it was a success. Everybody that I ran into, talked to, was all involved with at least a small portion. If they didn't just go out and get a shirt, they donated directly besides. Yeah. So it was a huge success, man. And congrats to you guys for going out that direction with something completely outside of what we're doing here to give directly to a different community. That's awesome, man. Really,
I know this year I want to get more veterans actively involved in it, because I was able to generate a pretty big following because of it. So I want that to work for other veterans in this industry as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. And Chris says starts in February. So
at
least, you got a pretty good idea there.
Yeah, and I think that helps people to have in mind when to start looking for that stuff, right? So they kind of keep it on the front of their brain. So, that awesome program, man, really is. And glad that someone out there is doing it. I'm not capable of that kind of thing. I could be involved in some side stuff and help with something like that. But, dude, you guys are going way above and beyond with your involvement. So
that's to be terrible. That terrible guy, Chris, has got a little bit of experience at this because he does a couple of things like that.
Right.
Chris is a fucking legend when it comes to this stuff. People don't know. This guy's got years of life experience, like in different arenas.
Yeah.
He knows a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Like, I learned a lot of stuff from him.
I think a lot of people don't know that about him.
He's a great guy. I don't care what anybody says. Bite me.
Absolutely. Agree.
Agree. Right down to the bite me part. That's funny. So moving a little bit away from that, how's your season going? How is the snake side of stuff going for you, man?
It's not going bad. It's not going great. I had a mishap like you guys had with lace, so I'm kind of bummed about that, but we're still going forward because the locks were already made, and I'll iron it out somehow.
What kind of impact? Gotcha. I mean, talking several clutches?
Well, three clutches I was counting to be lace clown stuff, which isn't going to be. It's being repaired. The original person, I don't know where he is with his thought, because he doesn't believe the testing. So I proposed a question to him. I said, so I got 3 clutches. At what point would you agree that there's no lace? Like, here's the first clutch that's already on the ground. I got 2 I'm waiting for. I'll send you the pictures of those too. But I have a backup animal coming from somebody. It's a female, where the original male that I'm talking about here was a male, so I'm going to be behind. So that sucks. But whatever, man. You got to turn a good situation out of it.
Yeah. Well, and here's a funny thing too, is that, so the comment about not believing the test, right? And when we've talked about this a little bit before in a show, but here's the facts, is that what the test is set up is calibrated to, it's calibrated to a lace animal. Okay. And what that test is set up to, your stuff's not testing to, period. I mean, that's just, those are the facts. Now, we've talked about, we've got, the one animal, we look at it and we're like, well, what is it? It has to be something. right? And we don't know what it is, but it doesn't test to what's been defined. Now, maybe that changes in the future. Maybe, hey, there's another line of lace, or maybe, hey, this is something totally different that just emulates it. We don't know what that is. So I get why people have that reaction, because they've been looking at it probably for 5 years and going, this is lace. To me, this is the lace, right? And now you're saying it doesn't test. And it's tough to swallow that for sure. But
that's kind of why I'm upset, because the guy I got it from, he's got a lot of stuff that's lace.
yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to say.
Has
who
he
that
tested
guy
it?
is.
No. Do you know if he's tested any of it though?
I don't know. I based off of his reaction to me was, well, those tests aren't always, well, if that's what you think, then I know you're not testing, or
Yeah.
at least not for lace.
That's yeah.
I
Right.
can't attest for the rest of your operation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
It is a very wild scenario because, like Jay said, and like you're saying, you see the animal and there's clearly something there that isn't accounted for in the other genes. Like, it's a full adult that looks amazing. It's doing all the things that lace are supposed to do, but it isn't lace. So what the heck is it? So you're not completely out, but you're out finding out what the heck it is. You're out in that portion of the project to know
You can't
what
sell
can
it
I
as
do with
lace.
this. Yeah.
Right.
So when I
Right.
cut that clutch, I knew instantly nothing was lace. Not even with the knowledge of the test. I knew because
Oh, okay.
the weekend prior to that was Gettysburg, and I seen exact combinations of what I would have had. So I learned real quick how to, like, I stood like 30 minutes at this guy's table and he explained it to me, everything. So I was like, when I cut them, I'm like, yeah, nothing's lace here. The test is
Yeah.
right.
See, that's what's
Yeah.
unfortunate. Our babies, and I've showed them on lives and stuff, and everybody out there is going, if it isn't lace, I don't know what that is. Do you know what I mean? Like the clown with just a ridiculous mountain range along the belly of just black and messed up, but no yellow belly in the parent. Nothing else in there that would do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some
Okay.
combos with yellow belly that throw me off. Like if leopard and yellow belly, it's so hard to see it,
It is. Yeah.
especially with clown. So I deal mostly with everything that's based on clown. So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kat's got kind of a crazy scenario. Well, not really crazy. It's actually a good scenario. And I think I understand the question. So she's saying, could these tests date back to the very beginning of a gene from both or one of the male or female ball pythons to determine which morph is made from? And the only way, I mean, the test can't do that in the test itself.
that would be lineage.
You would
Right.
have to, and we've talked about this a little bit too. The records for testing would have to be archived over a long period of time with a good tracking system, and then you could definitely go back. But I mean, I feel like right now we're a long ways off from that. I mean, there's been some talk about it, but as far as I know, nobody's doing anything with that, and for it to be at all reliable, it has to be pretty hardy system. So I think we're a ways off.
I have here every animal. I have at least one shed on hand for all of them, all bagged up, ready to send to Charlie if I have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think more what Kat was getting at was like a paternal check, like you can do with people, like to say, okay, this came from this mom and this dad. I think that's more what she was getting at. And there is no paternal check right now.
No.
I mean, we can identify genes that are supposed to be there, but it's pretty limited. We're no way we're going to go, hey, this came from animal XYZ.
No.
They don't have that at all mapped out. So
No, that's something I was talking about probably a couple shows ago, is that the testing is like, which probably means nothing to half the people, but it's like a spectrum analyzer. You're looking at a whole spectrum of genes. We don't know what they are. We're just looking at this row of them, and we're saying, if we get a peak on this position of all these genes, then we're saying that's lace, or we're not actually defining the gene, which is why we don't do the paternity and all that, because it requires more on that side. You have to actually like sequence the genome and then identify what each gene is. That's a different deal. So
yeah, so way off track. Anyways, we were on the lace thing. You had a similar experience we did. I mean, thankfully, like back in 2019 when we were buying these animals, we bought several. Do you know what I mean? So like we knew that was a gene we wanted to work with. We went out and found examples before the price went insane on them. So we got several animals to work with, and we weren't stuck with that one route. So all of our stuff is testing really well, but that one male, and it's like,
But you do have
thankful that it
lace.
didn't.
You do have lace in your collection, though, right? Like
Oh,
guaranteed.
piles
Oh,
of
yeah.
it from the other animals.
You're in
Yeah,
a better position than I am right now.
yeah. So yeah, that's why I say I wasn't overly upset about it. It's still disappointing when you've made that pairing for the supers. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's going to that animal that you need that white lace in, and now it's not testing. You're like, oh,
Well,
okay.
I'm still in it. It's just going to be delayed pending whatever the outcome is between me and the original breeder that I was dealing with. Maybe he'll make right on it. I don't know.
Yeah, always a guessing game there. I mean, some
I hope
guys
he
are going to
does.
be great, but
Like I'm big on integrity, so and I know not everybody's idea of integrity is the same or level of integrity is the same, but it's one of the biggest things I it's drilled in there.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
for
I
good
think I
reason.
know. Yeah, and I agree with you. If you sell something as something, if you're saying it's this and it tests that it's not, there should be some compensation for that, right?
Yeah,
I firmly believe that.
I
Yeah,
have
for
faith
sure.
that this gentleman is a man of honor, so maybe
Yeah.
it'll be a good outcome.
We'll give you one of these on that, and we'll check back at a later date.
There's a backup plan just in case he isn't.
Good, good. Is that part of your name there?
No.
the back, the backup plan.
Somebody's bringing me an animal that has lace in it.
Yeah,
And
I had to throw that in there.
it'll fit into my clown project.
Nice. So talk about that a little bit. I mean, we obviously beat the crap out of Lace now for the last few minutes, but what you're obviously doing DG, you're doing clown. What are your main focuses on the
So
ball python part?
it's all geared on clown because clown is what grabbed me back into the reptile world. So previously I worked with retics and stuff. Um, I seen clown ball pythons. I was like, wow, that's amazing looking. And then I went down that rabbit hole, and here we are, like 5 years later. I
Gotcha.
didn't start Instagram until like 2 years ago.
Okay.
But it was lurking. So yeah, clown DG. I want to put those together. That's what I'm focused on mostly now. I want to create just clown DG combos. But since I have hets, I'm going to have DGs and just clowns. And that's fine. But I'm trying to push it more into combining the two. And then I have Exantic, I have Ultramel, I have Hypo. I have a lot of everything I have is recessive.
Gotcha.
Oh,
So you went really recessive heavy.
For codoms, I have a lot of leopard, so it looks like we're going to be producing a lot of leopard stuff everywhere.
yeah. Leopard's awesome though.
And it's probably one of my favorite codominant traits.
Yeah.
I like Wookiee too. I have some Wookiee animals. There's still a lot that I don't know, gene wise. I focus on what I'm working with, and here or there I see a picture of something and I'll check the ID on it, and if it's I'll mess around with the calculator on Morph Market, and if it's something that I like, then I might pick it up.
Gotcha. So leopard being one of your bigger ones, and this has kind of been out there for a while, and I don't know if we've ever heard. Is there truly a super form?
They say there is. I don't know how you could see it.
Yeah, it's not visual, but I guess like certain supers are throwing all leopard babies. That's the only reason they come to that.
Have animals that super leopard could be the outcome, so I'm curious to see, am I going to be able, and it's confusion too, so that's going to really muck it up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah, confusion would really make it a mess for sure.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah, I was curious if you've done a ton of it.
I'm curious to see if I could visually ID any super leopard. If it, I don't know how.
Yeah, you think there's got to be something, right? Even if it's something subtle, but it's always there. You think there has to be something. But
I would think
it
with the underneath like the dorsal where the belly is, it would just be completely patternless, like nothing at all, and
Yeah.
perhaps just a jagged stripe down the dorsal.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, it tends to do that with other things. You would think in a super form it would just exaggerate that, but people claim you
Right.
can't tell. They're like, no, you can't tell, but every baby is a leopard from this animal. You know what I mean?
If everything is a leopard, I'm not concerned if there's a super leopard. It doesn't change it visually, really.
Does Charlie
Well,
have a leopard
except
test?
you'd know what you're getting in the offspring, right? If you knew you had a super leopard parent and you wanted leopard, you just, oh, I'm using this guy. Do you know what I mean? Like every baby is going to be a leopard then. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there is a plus to it whether you see it or not, you know?
You got to remember, I'm looking at everything as a clown. I'm not looking at leopard without,
Oh,
So
true.
now I think if you look at it like that, I think it's easier to tell because now you have the pattern. And I guess the crazier the pattern, I don't know.
Yeah. Might still be hard to make the call, though. Does Charlie have a test for leopard? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think so. I
No.
don't believe so. I could be wrong, but
Because it'd be worth knowing if you have one that you suspect, because that one, if you're going to, like you said, John, if you're looking for leopards,
so far,
then you know.
I haven't done any leopard to leopard. This season, there's a leopard to leopard. Still
Okay.
waiting on the eggs.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
Yeah.
if there isn't a super test, maybe Charlie can expedite that.
Right.
I was hoping you were going to tell me,
Or I'm just stuck with leopards.
right? I was hoping you were going to tell me, yeah, I got this male and all he throws is every baby leopard. I'm like, okay,
Right.
now I believe it, but you know,
Then
whatever.
I'd have to get classics and breed it out, and I don't have room for all that.
RGI does, okay. So there
Okay.
you go.
Who? Oh, RGI.
Right. I like that. It was punny. I like that.
Yeah.
You got to be
But,
tactical about it.
Yes, absolutely. Tactical as hell. So numbers over there, Jay. What are you working with for a collection? How many clutches do you attempt to hit a year? I mean, are you trying to go bigger scale, smaller scale, right where you are?
I think where I am is good. So this is my second breeding season. My first season, I did 5 clutches. I got 9 lined up right here. I'd say 10 is good, as long as I could keep moving them. If I struggle to move them, then I'd have to slow down production.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to outgrow the footprint that I'm in just yet. There's a huge plan, all
Yeah.
based on a lot of other things for the future.
Well,
But for right now, this is what I have to work with, so I got to keep it somewhat small.
yeah, that can be rough when you accidentally produce more than you planned on. We did that last year, and then we're out here trying to build racks because we got nowhere to put babies, and it's like,
I'm
the hell are we
prepared
doing,
for
man?
that.
Yeah.
If I have to move this into another room in addition to the one that it's in, I can. There is a plan in place for that if it happens, but we're trying not to.
Yeah.
I have a whole another room upstairs that has racks in it. They're just empty.
Oh, good.
Gotcha.
That
I just don't
helps.
want to do it out of 2 different rooms.
Yeah.
Well, you're more prepped than we were. I guess what Jason
Yeah,
was getting
for
at
sure.
is, so we have the exact opposite issue this year, right? So last year we paired, I want to say 25 pairings, and we got like 20 clutches. Like almost everything went. We're like, well, crap. That's, normally we don't get nowhere near that good of odds. This year's the opposite. Same number of animals, and we're on clutch number 5. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I sold most of last year. I think I only have 5 animals left from last year. And
Yeah,
if
we're
they
getting down
stay-
there now.
They're both yellow belly clown. One's a leopard yellow belly clown. If they stay, okay, I could use them.
Yeah.
I have 1 desert ghost left from that clutch. If that stays, it's a female. I could use that.
for sure. That's always a nice problem to have, stuff that you don't mind keeping, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah. What's your outlet? What's your best means of moving the stuff you really need to
Shows.
move?
And word of mouth, like just people that I know.
Okay.
You do a lot of
I've
vending?
vended 3 shows. I've sold animals at all 3 shows. A little bit on Morph Market. It's funny because the morph market inquiries I get, they're from people locally. So it cuts
Oh,
out
really?
shipping because I'll drive, an hour to meet you. I don't care,
Yeah.
Right.
you know.
Yeah,
Wow,
we've done that
that's
multiple times.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a couple, but I mean, if you look at all of the sales, it's a very small fraction that are local. So that actually is kind of cool. It'd be nice if more were, but
Yeah.
Like right now,
it's kind of
everything I'm producing, I'm going for something, and I'll if I get that one thing, then I'm doing it for me to build up
yeah.
my stock, and then whatever's left over, obviously we have to move it.
Right.
But
Right.
nothing's getting bred just to sell.
No. Yeah.
Unless I don't hit what I'm looking for, then yeah, the whole clutch can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Breeding for
I'm
the
big on.
future.
I don't want to bring more animals in than we need.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Are you
I've given
just
away. I've given away a lot of stuff too. Like people, you need it, I'll give it to you, man. Just take it. Like
Yeah, we've given a fair share, I
if
think,
you
too.
use it for something for your operation, then I don't care if I lose out on a couple $100.
Yeah. Well, you've probably donated some too. We've donated quite a few
Yeah,
to like charity type deals and things like that. So yeah, it's
yeah.
helping everybody out, and um, there's
I'm,
so
I'm
many,
always
like
I'm
John
always
said.
helping
That's
people out in,
yeah,
in weird ways sometimes.
yep. I love doing. Oh, I missed that.
I know I was trying to read that too. My eyes are shifting all over here. Look like I'm scanning.
Face to face with people. Yeah, absolutely. That's
It's your
that's
best
the
bet.
one. Yeah,
That's my favorite thing about this industry. I think, other than creating the animals, I think doing the shows. That's like the second thing that I love about this.
no, that's
I
kind of
take
fun,
that
man.
very seriously. Doing the shows.
So
Like
when you
Chris will
set
tell
up
you,
for that,
I'm like a complete Nazi behind the table. Like nothing on the table, no drinks, no nothing. If it's not sellable, if we're not promoting it, I don't want it on the table. I'm crazy
Yeah.
about it.
Hey, you got to run your tables the way you want, man.
right? Are
Nothing
you
wrong
back
with
there
that.
high stepping with the
Yep. And
horse
ask
crop?
Paul. Paul helped me set up at the last thing. I was like, all right, let's take a 5-minute break. And like 30 seconds later, I'm back at it.
John Jason, that lace boy is now a proven. Oh, okay. You got one from him. The boy we got from you, I suppose, with that puzzle package, huh?
Oh, okay. I was confused on that. I was like, what?
Yeah,
makes
he's
sense.
very clearly lace. We haven't used him
Yeah.
yet, but I mean, just looking at him, I mean,
That's-
yeah.
That's good to know, though. Yeah. I mean, well, we thought that about one other one, if you remember, John.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Uh,
I guess.
yeah.
Shouldn't say that too loud, right? But so you talked about doing the vending. Jay, do you do that with other people, or do you have your own table and setup? Do you go in collabs with people?
The first time I vended with Sammy, we shared a table.
Oh, okay.
And after that, I got in on the list, and now I have my own table.
Gotcha.
So I have different setups. I have setups with background for a 6, a 4, and then I have an 8. Same thing with tablecloths, and I have runners. So if I have to split a table with somebody, I could at least have my runner over the front of my area.
Sure. Yeah, drop it
Yeah.
off the front on your section, and yep. That's cool, man. I wish there was the ability to do that more local to us. I mean, it seems like you guys, Pennsylvania, New York, you have multiple avenues within just a few hours of you to do that kind of thing.
There's a good number of shows in Pennsylvania and New York. I travel out to New York sometimes.
Yep. We have a very tough time, very small circuit, if you want to call it that here. And unless we go 6+ hours to something, we're out of luck, which we're not opposed to doing, but not weekly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it makes it a little tough. So that's cool to hear. What?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, you're saying something with.
No, I was going to say Gettysburg is probably my favorite location to vend. I love that, like that whole area. I love it. I'd consider moving down to that area.
Oh, really? Just the area itself? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I love the history down there, the architecture of the old buildings, like the old houses and stuff. The history alone, I just love everything about it.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's-
we're going to work with them, and we want to build that show up to like a national level. I think it has potential to be.
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
so.
everybody kind of knows about it. It almost has at least the legacy of that already, right? I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people talk about it, so that's cool.
I'm not going to lie. I've looked at houses in the area.
Yeah.
Aren't you afraid of some of like the hauntings and stuff?
No,
Right.
those are my people. Those are the men before me.
Yeah, there you go.
Wake up with a musket ball hole in your window or something.
Right.
There's one right here.
Got a musket hiding. Don't bring that thing out. That
No,
gets
no,
us
there's
disconnected.
one there, and there's a smaller one on this side.
Right. But that's what you always hear, that Gettysburg area, you know, the old Civil War reenactments and the
Oh yeah, they do them.
haunted houses.
When we were down the last show, we were driving around and we seen them doing like right in the city too. They were doing it at nighttime with the lanterns.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty cool. I
It's
like
pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah,
Say, Mike
it
had
is.
a
For
question.
me, it's different. I don't know why. Like I could walk out in the battlefield and I could feel the energy.
Yeah.
Like hair on my arms stand up. Like I could just. It's like almost like I could see what was happening.
Have an actual connection to that. Did you have family
That's
back
crazy.
in those times at military that whole way? Okay. Yeah.
Sure did. I
So
come
Mike,
from a
Mike was
long
asking.
line of fighters.
Mike was asking, what type of displays do you use?
I don't know that the guy has a company name. It's a guy named Ed that I met through the Pennsylvania vendors when I first, was inquiring about where did you guys get your stuff from. So Warfel and BNS, they directed me to this guy named Ed. I have his
Okay.
business card. That's all I know. I know who he is. I see him at the show. I say, "What's up to him?"
So
Gotcha.
similar to the stuff we saw on probably
Yeah.
Chris's commercial there, right?
And actually, Chris's towers are custom, and that's what I want to do the same thing, but with my colors and Green Line Morphs.
Sure.
Gotcha. That's cool too, to have somebody so local and close to work with.
Ed's
You got none
PVC
of that stuff.
right there.
Jamie, we need to move to Gettysburg, it sounds like.
Yeah, come out this way.
Right. Annabelle was there.
Oh,
There's lots of reasons.
Yeah. There you go. Well, Jay, we're hitting that hour mark. And I know we haven't really grilled you like we'd like to grill you, but Jamie's about to. and I know a couple people already out there said hot seat, hot seat. I think it was mostly Cat, to be honest. But are you ready for the hot seat, sir? Throw you
Fire
right
up.
into the flames. All right, guys. Q&A. Keep all your questions coming because I will star those and we'll hit them after. But Jay, good luck over there, sir. Jamie, give him hell. Musket balls and all. Here we go, guys.
It's time to play the game. It's time to play the game. Ha ha ha. Let's go.
Hello, welcome to the hot seat.
Good evening, ma'am.
I love how Mitzi always puts fire chair in the chat. All right. This was a tough one for me to create because I don't know a lot about you. So bear with me on all these questions.
It makes it easy for me because I'm a mystery.
Right? Steak, rare, medium, or well done?
Medium.
Okay. What's one tool that you must have out in the garage?
In the garage,
Yep.
chainsaw.
Okay. I just lost my page. Hold for a second. I minimized it and it disappeared completely on me. I apologize. Gotta open it back up here. So sorry. Chainsaw. So, do you have tree stumps that you carve or something? What do you do with the chainsaw?
I can't divulge that information.
Oh, man. Oh,
For
right.
trees, of course.
Funny. All right, we got it back. I got it back. Thanks for being patient there. All right. Mountain cabin or ocean villa?
Mountain cabin.
Okay. Do you consider yourself more logical or intuitive?
Probably intuitive.
Yep. Do you get a lot of gut feelings?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that when that happens. When you cook, what is your signature dish?
Oh, that sucks because I don't really cook.
No?
It's not something they teach you in the military. I make very simple. If it's on the grill, I'm rocking with it.
Oh,
Yeah, hamburgers,
uh,
hot dogs, steak,
yeah.
chicken, whatever.
That's, yeah,
In the
that's perfect.
kitchen, no idea what the hell's going on.
I can't even boil an egg, huh?
I could do that.
Okay,
I could
okay.
do that.
We'll give you credit for that. Classic rock or 90s grunge?
Classic rock.
Is there one conspiracy theory that you think might be true?
One,
Yeah, we're
I,
just going to talk about one right now.
I think 99% of them are.
Yeah? Which
Um,
one specifically comes to your mind first?
the moon landing.
Yeah? You think we never
Yeah,
went to the moon?
I'm not buying it.
All right. We'll have to talk about that later. That's fun for me. What bad habit do you have that you would like to eliminate?
Vaping.
Yeah,
So I quit
same.
smoking and I went to vaping, but now I'm getting ready to quit vaping.
Yeah, good
I
luck.
don't want
I
to. I don't
wish
want
you
to
all the
ingest
luck.
anything. I don't
Right.
drink. I don't drink
Okay.
anymore, so I might as well eliminate that and just not ingest those
Absolutely.
toxics.
Yeah. Well, good luck. It's really hard to do. I've been trying for a year. Would you rather influence many lives or deeply impact a few?
Deeply impact a few.
Yep. This one's kind of already answered. Grilling or takeout?
Grilling.
Okay. What language would you love to master?
Chinese.
Yeah,
Mandarin.
that would
Yeah,
be
because
awesome.
I hear it's really hard.
Yeah. I wonder if Duolingo has it. Yeah. My mom does a Spanish Duolingo every day. She has for like 2 years. It's quite impressive. It's pretty funny. You're going to win your dream car. Are you picking your current dream car or dream car at 16 years old?
No, my current
Which is?
an Audi RS7,
Okay. What was your dream car at 16? Just out of curiosity.
a Mustang, and that was my first car, a Mustang Cobra.
Very cool. Mine was a Mustang too. I don't know what kind. I just wanted it to be yellow.
Mine was a '98 Mustang Cobra.
Very cool. Do you believe in changing minds or opening them?
Opening them.
Yep. I like that. Good answer. Good answer. What is something pointless you do that brings you joy?
This
Yeah.
um, I I don't really. I don't know.
He just laughs. That was iconic. Yeah, right.
I think how anal I
Yeah.
am about my processes.
Okay.
Sometimes I go over when I don't need to.
Right. But then you pat yourself on the back that you
Yeah,
do that.
the
Yeah.
end result was good, so who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah, absolutely. Very good. If you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would it be?
Bugs Bunny.
Very good. Are you more driven by purpose or passion?
Both.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
one's first?
Purpose. I just move
Purpose.
with a purpose no matter what.
Yep. Yeah. You kind of have to have a passion also for what you're doing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Silly question. My bad. What's a travel experience that has taught you something profound?
I've been around the world 3 times. Um, I think my first trip to Afghanistan was
Right.
a huge wake up call
Yeah.
about what life really is.
Right. I feel like more people should be able to experience it, maybe not in the same manner that
Well, it's
you
crazy
did. But
because
yeah.
what was going on, I'm surrounded by death, but I never felt more alive during
Right.
those times.
Yeah. That's very profound for sure. I can't even imagine. Like I said, I feel like everybody should be able to experience something like that. What is one thing you wish you knew at 25?
One thing that I knew at 25,
Yep. What do you wish you knew when you were
I wish
25?
I
That,
had more financial knowledge.
yeah.
I'm learning a lot about
Investing.
finances now. I have a guy that, he mentors me through like my investments and everything.
Yeah.
I wish I knew earlier about that
Get,
stuff.
yeah. Connect up with an advisor for sure. Would be smart. They should teach you that in school, I feel like.
I think they should bring that back
Yeah,
because
I think
I
they,
do remember having classes early on.
yeah. Yep. They could do a lot of things different in school that would benefit you
Yeah,
later in life.
that's a
Who
whole
do,
nother conspiracy.
it is. It is. Who do you consider to be your mentors when you first got into breeding snakes?
Well, Chris Eaton,
Yep.
um, he's a lot of people don't know I've been getting information from him for a long time. I was another
Right.
name. He's the reason why I changed the name.
What
Um,
was your name before?
get these balls.
Yeah.
Like from a business point of view, Chris has helped me a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Yeah. Good.
then like with my breeding projects, I don't really talk to Chris about projects. We talk about other business stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
He doesn't care about what I'm breeding,
Right.
um, so I don't really bring it up to him. But
Yeah.
I do have other people in the community. Like I talk with Limey, Travis,
Okay.
um, like Nematic, um, Paul. Like my inner
Like
circle
March.
people,
Yeah.
Ken, Sammy. That's who I talk
Right.
about breeding stuff with.
Right.
I
Yeah.
talk to them about business stuff too. If they're involved in what I got going on.
Right. Very cool. That's a good list of people for sure. All great people. Last question in the hot seat for you, Jay. What would you like to be known for?
Being a good person.
Yep. I think you've got that covered. You are a great person.
I hope so.
The more and more I learn, yeah, you're doing amazing. You're doing great things. So thank you for that. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
your service. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
everybody who came in tonight. We appreciate you. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe for us.
Awesome,
Nice.
awesome. I
Nice
have to
hot seat.
highlight this one because, of course, Limey's going to throw this kind of shit in there.
Where
Yeah,
is he?
that was a dumbass name.
Yeah. The see you next Tuesday name.
Right? Oh, Limey cracks me up, dude. He's always got those coming. All the different chats.
You
But,
got to see the memes that he sends me.
oh, I imagine. Yeah, we don't get that side of Limey much. Don't see much from
No.
him, really. A couple of Instagram direct messages once
Yeah,
in a great while, but
he's a snake in the grass guy. He doesn't want to be seen.
he's kind of the private type until he wants to throw somebody under the bus, and then he's good. Yeah. 86 T-top. Okay. Yeah, I think fitting in those was everybody's biggest issues. The people that could afford them couldn't get in them, it seems like. But, yeah, great job in the hot seat, man. A lot of different stuff on there that we always say it every time. Bodie
I
McBoatface
like the
is
hot
right
seat
there.
segment.
Yep.
I think the hot seat segment that you guys do, I think that's the best segment across all the platforms, like all the shows, like because it's interactive and it's different. It's outside of the industry stuff. It's
It
how you
is,
get to know
like-
people.
Yeah, like, do you want to know about the person or do you want to hear, like, what's in rack slot number 3? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you like about clowns?
Same thing everybody else likes.
Exactly.
yeah, that's exactly it. So, yeah, I mean, that kind of covered a lot of the stuff that you pick up if you hang out with somebody at a barbecue, you know? You both have a beer in your hand. Well, you don't have a beer in your hand because you don't drink. You have a vape in your hand because you haven't quit it yet. But
Yeah.
you're going to talk about something, and that's hot
And
seat
always,
stuff.
always some water.
Okay, yeah, stay hydrated for sure. So the drinking thing, that's odd for military, and I just, and again, no judgment
Believe me, I did my
whatsoever.
fair share when I was in.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's like a
There's
recent thing.
there's nights
Gotcha.
I don't remember how I got to where I ended up. My car is there. I have no idea how I got there. This was
Yeah.
the Mustang.
Yeah. It's a common theme.
There's been nights where I was stationed a long time at Fort Drum. So Syracuse is an hour south, and that's a big college, big party town. So we used to go down there every Thursday. And then Friday, our first sergeant, he knew where we were because he was there usually with us. So
Right.
Friday was mandatory 6 mile run because he knew we're all drunk and we're just getting home at 4 a.m. There's been nights where I've been thrown in the bed of a truck and taken back up to base and then
Yeah.
get into PTs and go run 6 miles.
Yep.
Oof.
Give those kidneys a workout, man. Yeah.
Well, and
This
that's
is a fun
just it.
time though. I love that shit. I'll go back and do it.
Yeah, and that's just it. I mean, I wasn't military, Jay was, but like our version of that was the concrete cruise. Like I did flat work
Oh, yeah.
and laid block and did
Same
poured
deal,
walls. Yeah, you're out partying until 4 in the morning, and your boss knows it at 6 in
I
the
used to
morning.
do concrete work too.
Yeah, and that'll sweat it out of you by about
Yeah, I
10 in the
used to run an
morning.
80-pound jackhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the reality, right? There's the military.
That was when I was in the tree business.
There's
I used
the
to climb
military
trees.
stories about that, right? And you do. They get you out there and work your ass to the bone for an hour. But concrete, that's all day, man. All day. All day you're gonna pay for
And
that.
usually
So
it's
that's
in
rough,
the
man.
summertime.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, running hungover, anything hungover. Let's be honest,
I've
South
been
Park.
breaking my ass my whole life. My first job was when I was like 14, 15 years old in my uncle's construction company.
Yep.
And I did that every summer until the military came. I remember I worked for him. I gave him a 2-week notice. He was the only person that knew that I was going in the military. The rest of my family didn't even know until I showed up and they made me call home.
Yeah.
And my mom went ballistic on the phone.
Oh, I bet. With all your extended family and military, she knows that story, you know.
But it was kind of already set. Like I was Rambo 5 years in a row for Halloween as a kid.
We
already
already
knew.
know. Yeah.
It wasn't a shocker.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Rambo with a chainsaw by chance or
No,
yeah?
just
No. And in our neck of the woods, I mean, that is like a top tool. You better have a chainsaw or something similar here because you need it 3-4 times a month. Like,
I used to work for a guy that cuts trees down, and because I'm air assault qualified through the military, I know how to tie off and I can climb.
gotcha.
So I can go up and cut. Get paid a lot of money for that stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. High
Big,
risk,
big.
high reward.
Yeah.
That's it. All the tower climbers, anything involving a rope, your pay almost doubles instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unless we go way back in history, we don't want to talk about that though. So we'll avoid that. Like the play. Yes, Rambo. Every year, Chris, he was Rambo. What did we not touch on that you wanted to cover? I know we talked about deeds, not words. Is there something coming up for you want to put out there for everybody to pay attention to catch?
No, I'm just kind of, working on some things in the background that they'll come to the forefront eventually. Right now, I'm just focusing on my operation here. At the whole D's not words thing I have running in the background always. I'll be reaching out to people, in the near future about that. If they want to help out in it, take part in it. However we can make it grow, I'm all for it.
Awesome.
Absolutely. So what's their best point of contact, Jay? Is it to reach out to you direct? Are you cool with that or?
Yeah, Instagram. Several people have my phone number. Instagram usually is where everybody hits me up.
Okay. Got that down below, guys, right in the description for the video, all of that. So if you're not already signed up with Jay, head over there and tag his Instagram anyway, just so you're up to date. But it is down there if you don't have that for some reason. Yeah, man, we're going to have a part 2. We're going to have to get some advice from you and maybe just have you as a sidebar how the heck a person survives this 15 minutes of lame process. I guess let's cover that. Being that you are kind of a behind the scenes guy, how did that whole experience go for you being put right out there to
So
the
I
front?
put more of an effort into Paul's campaign than I did my own campaign because I didn't really I didn't it would have been cool to win, but I didn't really care, to be honest. Um, I think it's a great opportunity for everybody, whether you win or lose. It propelled me with followers and stuff, so I think it's a great contest. I just
Yeah.
didn't put 100% into my own campaign.
Yeah. Did you find it weird,
Well,
awkward?
during
Did
the
you?
time I had a lot of stuff going on with work too, so I was kind of limited. And like moving into the summer, it's even more limited with my job because we service a lot of school districts, and the only time that we could do that work is when they're out of session. So my summers are insane when it comes to like my day job,
Yeah.
which that cuts into, by the time I get home, I got animals to take care of, other things going on. I don't get to post as much content as I used to. Like I thought about that the other day. Like I'm mostly known for making reels, and I don't even make reels anymore because my time is just so small to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it can
that
get pretty
process,
tight, man.
I was gonna say, for that process for you, is it pretty streamlined now? Have you done enough of it
It
where you
is.
can kind of nick it down a little bit?
Oh,
Or
it is. Yeah, I could crank out reels like my own reels. I can crank them out pretty quick. But I want to make sure that they're good quality above all. You know, I won't just make a reel just to make a reel. Like there's got to be a reason, and it's got to be good quality. I have a lot of
sure,
footage that just never, nothing ever happens with it. My phone storage is full all the time,
just capped.
Yeah.
and I have a whole nother room upstairs that is just for photos and videos and stuff. Like I have a lot of camera equipment,
Nice.
DSLR cameras. I have a mirrorless camera. I have all the different
Oh, wow.
lighting, umbrellas, all the stuff upstairs, backdrops, different colors.
So
Wow.
yeah, better set up for that than the average person working with a
Right.
phone and a light box. It's tough.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, a lot of the footage comes from my phone because
Yeah,
I don't always want to go upstairs and turn all that on and set it all up. Depends on what I have time for.
Yeah.
absolutely. What's the one big piece of advice you'd give to someone going into that 15 minutes of lame? Whether it's, I know you weren't focused on the win necessarily, but
Actually
uh,
compete. Take
just
part
do
in
it.
it. Join the network. Like there's a lot of great people that are involved with that every year. Um, it's a great opportunity to get yourself out there and put a spotlight on you. I didn't even win, and it's done great for myself. Plus,
Wonders for you.
I met great people along the way. Chris is like the best person I know in all of this. Like any question I have,
Nah,
on
not
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah,
Not Chris.
fucking so
Man.
irrelevant, huh?
He gets such a bad flap for things, and
Right.
it's good to hear a different side
You
of
know,
that,
when
you
we
know.
laugh about that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure.
Just so
Well, what
everybody,
else are you gonna do?
if you're a hater, we're laughing at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can 100% see
Still
that.
going to move forward with what we're doing.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Help me a lot. 2%, he says.
Sammy, I don't know if that's like
Hey, I made
praise or if
my
that's like a
content
jab or
for you.
what that
It's
is.
how you presented it. That's on you.
Dude, Sammy
I
was
don't know how
the
that happened. I don't know where all his friends were for that.
Yeah.
I can't believe he only got 2%.
Yeah.
dude.
Right.
I
But it's a
totally
gimmick now
can
for
though.
him. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick for him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. He turned it. He turned it and made it work for him, which is perfect.
I
That's what you got to
totally
do.
can see that.
You got to take a shitty situation and figure out a way to make it good.
Yeah.
Salvage something from it.
Absolutely. Yeah, Sammy, dude. I 100% get why it's 2%. I mean, if you look at who's
He's
watching the
actually coming
reels.
here. He's coming here in a few weeks.
Yeah?
Is he?
He's going to come
Yeah.
out
Oh,
and
nice.
visit.
I've been to his house. I've been to his house once too.
Yeah.
How many pies are in there?
I think 90% of his collection is pie.
Right. It's all pies, wall to
So
wall.
it's his
Except
damn
for the
fault why I'm in
spiders.
pied now.
Yeah.
It's his fault why I have pied.
I believe that 100%.
I had no intentions on working pied, but now I am.
Yeah. Sammy's
Thanks,
the best,
Sammy.
man.
It's your 2% payout right there.
Sammy's great. I love him.
He is great. We're going to bring Jamie back out while you take your sip of water.
I know she's got questions because I saw quite a few that we didn't touch on out there.
And we're going to hit the Q&A. She starred some stuff out there. Hopefully people got direct things you can actually answer. Maybe not something from Limey, but maybe from other people out there.
I starred some stuff and then popped it up, so some of them did get answered already. But
Okay. Well, still, we got to have something.
yeah. There's a couple here.
Do you want us to read it?
Oh.
Can you see it over there, Jay?
Wow.
Or
John's going back into
Yeah.
the military stuff.
But not when it was called Blackwater. It was XE or something like that.
Okay.
But same guy.
We got Duval.
My
What's your
everyday
EDC?
carry is actually a Springfield Hellcat with a Swamp Fox Red Dot, 12-round magazine extended.
Come on, Mike. It was right there in his name logo.
Right.
So I don't really have that many long rifles. Most of my rifles are short barrel rifles,
Yeah.
and most of those are suppressed.
Nice.
Suppression is good.
Yeah, we like to keep things quiet.
Yes. How do you suppress the chainsaw?
You don't. After the fact.
Right.
They won't hear it, trust me.
What is your MOS?
So I had two. I initially went in as a 13 Bravo, which is artillery, and then I switched over to 11 Bravo.
Okay. Do you get a contact high just being in the same area code as Sammy?
I don't.
You don't. Okay.
Oh, man.
That's funny. That's all I had stars. The rest have already been answered.
I think that was in reference to I've been to Sammy's house. So
Yeah,
that was
I
probably
think.
Actually, I didn't even know that Sammy was into that until after that.
okay.
When he got
It's
when he got in trouble.
It's for all that. It's for all that arthritis, man. It's just for the arthritis.
Medicinal.
Yeah, it keeps all the metal limber. Keeps all the metal limber. But
He was getting old.
yeah. So it's the time of night right before.
He works he's like a workhorse too. Like
Yeah.
I talk to him every couple days. It's always
Yeah.
when he's on his way home from work.
Oh yeah, his good mornings are at 5 a.m. Man.
Yep, I get those
Exactly.
every morning too, and I get them in every different chat group that he's in. That
Yeah.
I'm also. So I get
think-
it like 6 times.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Yep.
like one of 5 people that gets those live, right? Everybody else is
And
like
all
they
the
wake up
chat
an hour
rooms that I'm in,
later.
I don't talk in any of them.
Yeah.
You just see Jay
Matter
has
of fact,
seen
I have
this.
my own
Right.
chat group. I don't remember the last time I said a word in there.
That's funny.
I've been known to leave them a lot. I'm notorious for
Yeah.
just leaving them.
Bye.
Drop out. I got stuff to do, man.
And then Discords. I'm in your guys' Discord. I'm in Shane's Discord. I'm in another one. I forget to check that thing all the time.
Right.
Yep. Well, sadly, we do too, but that's going to change. We're going to get more active in there.
It's like you got to hire a person for that.
Yeah,
You
right.
almost do. It's so much to keep up with.
So,
So, Jay, I got a question that we really didn't touch on, except Jamie hit it a little bit in the hot seat. We talked conspiracies, but I'm curious what conspiracy keeps you focused and keeps you concentrated on it? I know there's a pile of them out there, but there's always one that you're working on in your brain, right? Which one occupies the most of your attention?
What's
Can't
going
be
on?
the moon landing.
A lot of the stuff that's going on currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know a lot about what's going on behind the scenes through military channels that I'm still a part of. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Plus, I have firsthand knowledge of a lot of it because of some of the things I was doing in the military. So, like child trafficking, that people say it's a conspiracy. That is not a conspiracy because I've pulled thousands of children out of those rings, circa 2002, 2003. So it goes back. So that's why I say a lot of the conspiracies, a lot of them I know are not conspiracies; they're a fact
Yeah.
because
And
I
that's
was there. I've seen it.
so those ones that you have the most intimate knowledge of are the ones that kind of just churn and stay at the top of your brain.
And that's the crazy part because it's still current.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I don't really talk too much about where I stray politically. To me, that's like and to everybody, I don't know. Growing up, I was always told you never tell anybody what you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now it's like it's like taped on everybody's head. Like why?
Yeah, that's
Why?
working out really great for everybody, right?
Just put a flag on your head. Just put a target
I
there.
think we
Right.
go back to how we used to do it.
But no matter what, no matter who's sitting in that spot, I want them to do their damn job, and I want to do it by the book, by the Constitution. I'm always going to be for America and for Americans. Whether,
Absolutely.
if you're a citizen here, I'm for your thriving, and I want you to grow, and I want you to do well as a country collectively.
Yep.
So I don't care who's sitting in that seat. They just need to do their damn job.
Yeah.
I showed up every day and I did my damn job.
Right.
Yeah, that's
It's the
I think
least they
that's
can do
more
in
the
that
attitude.
position.
It's more the attitude we need. It would straighten some things out if everybody just said we're not accepting anything less than that, right? Simple.
Yep.
Yeah, but
That's the whole
I could go
issue
on-
is our
I can
acceptance.
go on for days on conspiracies, man.
We'll
Oh,
save
man.
that for episode 2.
Yeah,
We'll do that in episode
actually,
2.
That actually would be a really fun topic to go through, but we need some time on that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be a really interesting
A lot of this stuff
show.
I've been researching, studying, watching since I was a teenager.
Right?
Like I've had conversations with my uncle and my dad where they pretty much let me know, like, this is what the real world is. This is what's going on. And
Yeah.
then I joined the military, and through the path that I went on, I got attached to special forces teams. I went to a lot of different specialty schools. I learned a lot about what's really going on in the world and who's really pulling the strings.
Yeah.
And
We
it
gotta-
sucks that it goes into a political arena, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike's got a kind of a combo military and conspiracy theory question for you, which
He's mixing it
a
all
good
in
one.
here.
It's a
Plus,
good
he's
one.
pitching in politics too. So
yeah, that too. Yeah.
I don't think I don't think Bin Laden was alive when 9/11 happened. I think I've had conversations with local nationals in the country that said that he died long ago from health reasons.
Wow.
So I don't buy a lot of that story.
I have heard that
Because
there
I've
was.
been to Afghanistan twice. I was there at the very beginning, and then I went back 2 or 3 years later.
Yeah.
And and both times I was attached to a special forces team, so I got to sit in on a lot of conversations with village elders who are equivalent to like the mayor.
Yeah.
And the reports that we got back, they don't go with the official narrative. not from. So there's even like little things like I was part of Operation Mountain Resolve, and they just declassified most of that, and you could read about it on Wikipedia. But I read through it, and I'm like, that's not exactly true. There's like things that they changed in the story,
Wait,
Yeah.
Wikipedia is not true?
And whoever published it, it's not. So there was a part where it said
I
that
gotta
we
cross
left.
that off the list.
They said that we left the area that we were in to go back to Bagram Air Base to re-outfit. That never happened. We never left. We stayed there the whole time. I know this because we were told to pack for like a 4-day mission. This thing ended up 28 days. So there's a famous picture. Have you ever seen the Chinook land the tail end on the roof of that house on the edge of the cliff?
Yeah.
That's a famous picture. The Pennsylvania National Guard is who's flying that bird. I'm on that roof.
Oh, really?
That's part of Operation Mountain Resolve. That picture.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. Okay.
So
Huh.
we were loading up injured soldiers, not injured from gunfire. They fell down the side of the mountain, and we load them up onto the Chinook to get them airlifted out. But yeah,
So
I'm in that picture on that roof.
That's amazing.
how many alien craft have you transported, Jay?
None, but my dad, he can tell you about that because my dad was a helicopter.
No shit.
Yeah, he used to fly helicopters. He flew Hueys, and he made an emergency fuel landing at Area 51, and he told me how tight the security was on them. And that's when the conspiracy stuff started with me at like 6 years old. My dad said, "Don't believe anything that they tell you, and half the things you see."
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And then he just started telling me, and then my uncle, he chimed in, and then I followed their footsteps, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's pretty much what they said.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. SWAT is here. I got to answer
I'm pretty sure they're always listening. You know how Big Brother is.
Right. Well, we will cover a ton of that after, but we're going to let people get the heck out of here. We do try to cut it off between an hour and a half and an hour and 40 minutes. We try to keep it for East Coast people. Well, you're East Coast too, but you're sticking around to talk about some of this with us after.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
we'll let them off the hook for the conspiracy stuff unless they sign up for it on episode 2, where we cover all the conspiracy stuff. All right. So 100% will love that show, and we will book that. If you're game, I am 100% game. I've got a lot of half information, but I'd like you to fill in the other half if you don't mind. So, Jamie, trivia question. What did you dig out of all of this? You had to find something out there. Somebody's got to get some $10 Forge coin.
I have 2. Jay,
All right.
pick A or B.
B.
Okay.
B.
B
Okay.
is how many years total did Jay serve in the military?
Okay.
Total, guys.
Total.
I know this one, but we got a lot of throwouts
They all
here.
popped in at
The
once.
technicalities.
RT.
There's military, and then there's contracting time.
Yeah,
So,
but I
okay,
said
so
total.
if we're not, yeah,
Not-
the contract
We're counting all of it.
contracting's. So you're
This is
saying
what I-
contracting in? Okay, then RT's got it then.
This is how I meant it with RT's answer. Because I wrote down 10 years in the Navy and 5 years contracting.
No, 10 years Army, 5 years military contract.
Army is what I wrote down.
But
I just
it's all military type
Yeah,
work,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
just the
My
rules are
bad.
different.
We'll get there. We'll start at one point. We'll take a real curvy path, but
Right.
eventually we'll get to the. So we're at 15. Tyson, congratulations. Getting some of your own coin back. He is an affiliate, guys. I don't know if we mentioned that in the beginning, but just joined up. Tyson's an awesome guy. And apparently he pays attention. So that deserves you throw some coin his way. Maybe he'll throw his at you. So everybody, appreciate everyone for coming out again. I don't mean to cut this off short. We had just an atrocious week. We won't go into the details of it. Jamie made it through the show. I'm super proud of her. If you're in any of the private chats and stuff with us, you know what's going on, but we'll leave that alone and let her survive the end of this. 2 more days to a weekend, and we got a free one, guys. We're going to be back here next week. I think it's just going to be a come out of the audience and join us week. I think we're just going to do an open panel. We don't have anyone scheduled. We didn't fill that slot. We got people all the way through the end of August and partway through September, but didn't have the 13th filled. So
too many
Come
shows
join us.
around there.
Yeah,
Right.
there's shows going on. I mean, we got Sear, you
Rounding
got
up left and
Daytona
right
right
here.
after. Right. Yep. So, Jay, hang out with us. Everybody else, have a great week. Thank you again for coming out. Come join us next week. We're just going to BS through the whole show. We're going to drag people out of the audience that feel like jumping up on the panel and talking. So,
Thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching. Thanks for having me on.
absolutely, Jay. 100%, man. Thank you. Appreciate your time here and everything you did through the Operation Deeds Not Words and what you plan to do going forward. Appreciate that, man. It's important work. So, peace out, everybody. Much love. You guys have a great finish of your week and a fantastic weekend. Talk to you in just a minute, Jay. And closing video, we don't have one. We're just going to call it. See you later, guys.
Could